When people call senior care at home, we want them to feel a sense of relief and a sense of hope. We want them to feel a sense of trust that senior care at home can help. It can be overwhelming when you're facing decisions about the best care and support for an aging loved one. So we get that, and I'm empathetic to that. We always want our service to feel personal, because it is. Every caller has a unique situation, and we want to take the time to understand what's going on with that loved one. What are their main concerns? What are their care needs? What are their changes that need to be addressed? We meet in the home with families, and we go through a very in-depth consultation. We develop a personalized care plan that helps, it's a very tailored care plan that meets that individual's needs. We also are very intentional about matching a caregiver. So we don't just send a caregiver over and hope things go okay. We want to really get a good match and hope for a great long-term fit. And we train the caregiver specifically on that care plan, so they're very aware of exactly what's going on with your loved one. So it is very personalized and tailored to that individual's needs, and we want to be, take a partnership approach and really walk with that family through every step of the journey.
The caregivers notice changes over time. It's essential. And the way that happens is by something we call consistent assignment. And that's our go-to. That's part of our model of care. Because if an individual sees that the same person over a period of weeks or months, they know all the little idiosyncrasies, emotionally, cognitively, physically, so they're going to pick up on these small changes. But if you have an agency who has a different caregiver every week, and we do hear this often, they're not going to have that baseline at all to refer to. So once you have a baseline, then you're going to be more able to detect and share.
We certainly want your experience with senior care at home to feel personal, because it is. We are locally owned, and as local owners, we have a genuine interest in the success of our relationship and our partnership with you and your family, and in taking great care of your aging loved one. So, we take time and effort to really understand what's going on, what your concerns are, what are the risks, and how we can best tailor a care plan to meet those needs. So with that personalized care plan, we will also select an individual caregiver that meets that need. So it's that caregiver and client match that's really, really important. We want everybody to feel good, that we have a good match there, and it'll be a good long-term relationship. So it's not a cookie-cutter approach. It's very individualized, and we want to take the time and effort up front to feel that, or to make the investment that, we're going to be on that journey with them every step of the way.
Having an RN oversight for care in the home is really a major component of quality. It really is. Sudden onset of confusion. 50% of sudden onset of confusion in the elderly are due to urinary tract infections. And a lot of people think it's just, that's onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. And it's, so I would ask them to go ahead and get a temperature, not that everybody manifests that, but also urinary changes, and then we can get a UA or urinalysis to the provider and determine and then treat it accordingly. So those are really key components, I think.
So some of the things we do at Senior Care at Home to help our clients live well at home is support their everyday routine and basic care needs. Those can include, hygiene support, medication reminders, things around the house, light housekeeping, keeping things safe and sanitary. We want them to remain in their home in a comfortable environment. But we're so much more than just a basic care company. We want to encourage a holistic approach to our care. And so our caregivers and our care plans include components of healthy nutrition, physical activity to every degree that we can tolerate, and participate in some indoor or outdoor activity. Cognitive support and cognitive engagement is really, really important. The more people are isolated and alone in their home, they just have less stimulation, less interaction, and that contributes to cognitive decline. So our caregivers are there for companionship and conversation and looking through pictures and playing a game of dominoes, things like that to encourage cognitive stimulation and socialization as well. All of those things really are part of our holistic care model.